Hello everyone, and welcome to my presentation for the unit Ship Operations Management. My name is Jacob Alonzo, and today I'll be presenting how Australia's coastal shipping policies translate to day-to-day operations and the practical steps we can take to improve time reliability, safety, and environmental performance. My poster is structured into context, operational impacts, 3 solution pillars, a short implementation roadmap, the key performance indicators we'll track, and the outcomes we expect. First, the context. Coastal shipping in Australia sits under international regulation and domestic enforcement. The International Maritime Organization, also known as IMO, Greenhouse Gases Strategy, and the Global Sulfur Cap set the environmental trajectory. The Australian Maritime Safety Authority, also known as AMSA, operationalises those requirements in Australian waters. Port market dynamics and cargo safety regimes complete the picture. Together, they influence how we plan voyages, manage crews, interface with terminals, control risks, and maintain environmental compliance. Now, the operational impacts. There are 3 that matter the most. Impact 1 is time risk at the port interface. Turnarounds vary with berth window certainty, yard readiness, tug and pilot availability, and the match between arrival time and tidal or under keel clearance constraints. When windows are missed, ships wait at anchor, rotations slip, and costs rise. Impact 2 is the human element. Frequent port calls and short passages raise fatigue risks and training demands. We have to keep competency current, protect hours of work and rest, and make sure procedures and checklists are designed for high tempo. Impact 3 is environmental compliance. Sulfur and greenhouse gas rules affect fuel choice and speed, while waste handling and documentation must be inspection ready. That means predictable routines on board and alignment with port reception capabilities. With the problem framed, let me walk through the 3 solution pillars at the center of the poster. Pillar 1 is a time-centric port interface. The goal is simple: arrive when the berth is actually ready. We do this with just-in-time arrivals. A standard estimated time of arrival update, cadence with terminals and vessel traffic services, and the berth window service level agreements so the time promise is explicit. We also make the plan under keel clearance aware by incorporating tidal gates into ETA logic. The payoffs are fewer anchorage hours, more stable rotations, and protection of service frequency. Cutting idle time also reduces fuel burn and emissions. Pillar 2 is a risk-based safety management system, refreshed tailored to coastal realities. We re-baseline the risk register, update standing orders and checklists for frequent pilotage and fast turns, and implement fatigue-proof rosters that comply with hours of work and rest. We keep standards of training, certification, and watchkeeping competencies current, which ensure minimum safe manning matches the trade's complexity and reinforce bridge resource management and terminal interface protocols. The result is fewer errors under pressure, better audit outcomes, and stronger legal defensibility. Pillar 3 is decarbonization aligned operations. We use speed and route optimization with weather and current data to minimize fuel without harming reliability. We adopt a hull care cadence, trim management cleaning, and propeller polishing to keep resistance low. And we lock in waste and fuel compliance routines so documentation and inspections are straightforward. This pillar lowers fuel and carbon dioxide and supports the International Maritime Organization trajectory. Let's talk about how we implement this in practice. The roadmap on the poster runs across 3 tiers. Tier 1 covers the first 0 to 6 months and is about stabilizing time and compliance. We deploy just-in-time and berth window service level agreements at 2 pilot ports. We set a standard estimated time of arrival cadence with the terminal operating system and vessel traffic service. Align approach speed to the confirmed window and embed under-keel clearance and tidal constraints in the ETA logic. In parallel, we refresh the safety management system essentials, risk registers, checklists, rosters, and competencies. And we publish an environmental compliance playbook so fuel emissions and waste routines are consistent and audit ready. Tier 2 covers months 6 to 12 and embeds efficiency measures. We roll out voyage optimization and discipline hull care cadence and start tracking fuel and simple CO2 proxies against International Maritime Organization milestones. By this point, the pilot should show fewer anchorage hours and better window adherence, validating the just-in-time approach. Tier 3 spans months 12 to 18 and focuses on scale and governance. We expand the just-in-time and service level agreements to the remaining coastal ports and write performance and data sharing clauses into agreements so the gains are institutionalized. On the bottom left of the poster, you will see key performance indicators that we'll use to measure our success. For time, we track average anchorage hours and berth window adherence. For the human element, we track hours of work and hours of rest compliance and completion of bridge resource management drills. For the environment, we track fuel per nautical mile, a CO2 proxy aligned to the International Maritime Organization trajectory, and any non-conformities in emission or waste. For the network, we watch on-time arrival and rotation completion. Each KPI links directly to one of the 3 pillars, so we can see cause and effect. Risks and mitigations are also shown. Terminal cooperation is addressed through co-designed service level agreements and a transparent estimated time of arrival data update rhythm. Tidal and under keel clearance variability are handled with conservative buffers in close alignment with vessel traffic services. Change fatigue on board is managed by protecting critical watches and focusing training on the highest value procedures. Let me connect the dots between the pillars and the expected outcomes at the top of the poster. By arriving to a confirmed window, we cut anchorage time and fuel burn. By refreshing the safety management system for coastal realities, we reduce error probability during frequent port calls. By optimizing speed, routes, and hull condition, we lower operating costs and carbon dioxide while staying inspection ready. Together, those actions strengthen schedule integrity, reduce environmental and liability exposure, and align coastal services with the current policy settings through 2030. To summarize in one sentence, this is an operations first package. Just in time plus service level agreements with under keel clearance aware planning, a risk-based safety management system with robust fatigue and competency controls and decarbonization aligned optimization, and hull care implemented in tiers and measured by key performance indicators. Thank you for your time.